We are live. Happy Sunday night, you mofos. We got Hojo in the house with us tonight, and as always, my partner in crime, the Ravishing Rob, Death Raider, In Demand Hunter, quotation marks.
Why do you always have
looks
to
like
say
we got
Ravishing?
a few people in the chat already, man. That's awesome. Glad to see you guys here. We got SDA in the house. What's up? We already got questions for Hojo. Don's like, when is this coming out, bro? Or when is this coming on? Or maybe you meant the show. I might have misread that. But either way, he probably wants to know when your comic's coming out too. So we got Randy in the house. Hail, man. Hail to the chat. And welcome everybody. If this is your first time on the show, I'm trying to build it up, so definitely hit that like button and hit the subscribe. The more subscribers we get, the better, and build the show up. We got Marcus in the chat. Hail, Marcus, just showed up. Awesome. It's been a busy weekend, comics-wise. Entertaining, interesting weekend, and there's always something. There's always excitement.
It's like a house.
We're going to cover the Flash movie a little bit. Me and I don't know if you've seen it yet, Hojo. Me and Rob both saw it, and I think we're kind of in the same vicinity of thumbs up.
Oh really? Yeah, way up, dude. I really liked it.
Are you muted now, Rob?
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I got you.
I can't hear anybody. Is it me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Oh, Clint. This is technical difficulty. So. If you guys can hear me, I can't hear you for some reason.
Oh, that's weird. Do you need to stop it and restart it?
I'm not sure.
Live stream or?
Yeah, I wonder if I need to plug my earphones in.
Yeah, maybe plug in your.
Rob, you take over the show for a second. You and Hojo talk, and I'm gonna try and plug my earphones and see if that makes a difference because I can't hear you guys.
Okay, all right, cool. Hey, Hojo, when does your campaign? Are you in the sign-up stage or?
I already went through In Demand on Indiegogo, shut that down, and moved over full time to fund my comic. So it's operating.
When's that start?
It's already started. You can get it right now. You can back it now.
Oh, okay, awesome. Do you have a link you can share with everybody?
Yeah.
No, we can't hear Clint. We can't.
I am back. Oh,
all right, cool.
You got us.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Two professionals running the show, Hojo. Right. So no worries. Like we're going to take care of you. We absolutely know what we're doing.
Nice.
Okay, so I've got the link. I've got the link for the Mythicals in the description.
Okay,
and, cool. You know what we need to do? Yeah, we got an assload of people in the chat, which is awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Fix the technical difficulties, which are mostly Rob's fault and nothing to do with me.
It's always my fault. I'm really good at messing shit up.
But I need to get a moderator in the link that can share links to the thing. But I do have Hojo's link to the Mythicals, which is right now on Fund My Comics. And what it looks like to me is that you ran an earlier campaign and got about $7+ grand, which is awesome.
Yep.
And now you're running a secondary campaign on Fund My Comics, and you've already pushed it over 10,000, which is fantastic.
Yep.
Is that about accurate?
Yeah, we're over 10 grand. We're just 2 away from 300 backers.
That is fantastic, man. Congrats.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, congrats.
It's been fun and hustling.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. Here, let me pull that.
Unfortunately, I wanted to just say, here's my book. Now, here's my 50,000 backers.
Yeah, that'd be great.
No.
That'd be great.
It's all about the hustle. It's all about the game, man. So here we go.
Nobody warned me.
Yeah. No.
I have to talk to people with my mouth.
Oh. Wanted to sit behind my table and just hide.
Yes.
Draw. And then put stuff out.
Yeah, I just want to scribble eyes and go pick up books and mail them to people. I didn't know I had to talk to them.
No.
Oh, no. If it did well enough, I would never touch a book except to sign it. Someone else would be packing and shipping.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You got to think big.
I just picked up
Hail
my first
Holder
batch.
in the chat, man.
Like I'm already in I'm in the middle of beginning fulfillment right now.
Oh, you're
Nice.
fulfilling from the first
Can
campaign
you show
already.
us
That's
the
awesome.
book?
Yeah.
Yeah, show us the book. Show us the
The
book.
guy in there, Don Edwards, he drew this as like the collector's box.
Here, let me put you. Let me
Oh,
see
you
if
got
I
a
can put
collector's
you on
box?
full screen. Oop, nope, that was not.
Oh, you kicked him. All right, try again, Clint.
How do I?
You kicked him again.
Oh no, there he is.
Yep.
Here, let's.
He's...
God. Art makes this look so easy when he screws it up.
He screws up with grace.
Oh, that's
you, bro.
civility.
Look at that. Look at that
That is-
art.
That is not. I am not going to
We're
attempt
looking
this
at
anymore because
Clint.
I'm not sure how to get me.
Okay. Well, you made yourself giant. Great, Clint. That's all ego.
You remember when we were talking earlier, Hojo, about you just got to do this whether you know what you're doing or not?
Yeah.
That's
Well, can you at least make Hojo? Can you put him to the top, or at least put him where I am, so that we can?
Okay.
There you go. So now show us the box again. Yeah, that's at least better. A little bit.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, here's the box.
Boom!
Oh, you did it. Nice.
Oh, wow!
Cool.
Look at that box.
Oh, dude, everybody's
that's
doing
awesome.
shipping boxes.
And here's the two covers.
Oh,
wow,
okay.
that
Now,
looks good.
okay.
I
recognize.
I've seen that first cover. That's a really. I mean, I haven't seen the second cover, but I love that first cover, man. That is fire.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a cool cover. They're both
really
cool
nice
covers.
looking.
Yeah, and I have all the everything but the trading cards in. So I got the beer koozie.
Oh wow!
Cool. You got a beer cozy too.
You're on top of all. Yeah, you're like
wow.
You're
There's
on
the
top of all
unit
this
patch.
shit, man.
So that's pretty cool. And a magnet.
You got all the fun add-ons, and were these like stretch goal kind of things that you hit and then it added on, or were they kind of like things that you just wanted in the campaign?
Yeah, add-ons that you can buy, and they all this stuff comes in the box that you're gonna see. Like it was a stretch goal. It's like the print of the box. It was just so pretty.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And then like the original Peter Gilmore, like the grayscale version.
Oh, you got Pete? Oh. Okay, Pete's one of my buddies, so I am a big Peter Gilmore art fan. That is awesome, man.
Yeah.
Does Pete do everything grayscale?
I think he does now, and it looks like with his style that he's doing, I think it just works really well.
And this was like a limited edition for the first 25.
Oh, cool!
Oh, nice. Did you put on the lipstick yourself?
No. I had my wife kiss them all. I'm just kidding.
I would have done it. I would put the lipstick on.
But no, it's been fun, man. It's been great experience. Great reception from the community. People know a good looking book when they see it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yep. And it sounds like you've gotten a really good response. So this is your first campaign then, right?
Yep.
Okay. And like you found CG, or you've known about CG for a while, and
I guess like late 2021.
Okay. So during COVID, kind of when that seems like a springboard for a lot of people that kind of found it.
Clint, can you switch us back just because?
Oh yeah.
You're gonna give them confidence issues.
This is why I do the show with Rob. Oh, look at that!
There you go. Plus now we're showing the campaign, so it's perfect.
What happens if I do this? Oh, look at that! That's even like,
isn't that awesome?
That's even different. Like that's kind of cool. Like,
dude, I'm learning. For 300.
I apologize, Hojo, for having.
Oh man, it's fine.
There's kind of just effing around at a certain point. Oh, what did that do?
I mean, that's what this is supposed to be fun, man. It's supposed to be fun.
Exactly.
No. I will. Artwork is painful. Art should be painful. The process should be painful. None of it should be fun until you're done or almost done. And then you go, oh, look at what I did. That's great. And then you look at the next piece and you go, oh, that one looks even more painful than That's how I always see it.
The done feeling is a good feeling. So what's Randy got going on here? I see Luke Stone took my suggestion and displayed IGD total below the combined total, just like how IGD did in the past.
Okay, I'm all about transparency, man.
Yep, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there was ever a second where they weren't trying to do that. They're just figuring out the logistics early on.
And that's a good thing about it. You go to that guy, he thinks of something, he like, oh, here's an idea, we can do that. He can go straight to these people. Hey, do this. Write this bit of code.
Yep, they're working on it right away. And there was never a second where they were trying to pretend like it was a bigger total than it was. It was just a matter of like figuring out how to portray it. Yeah,
I mean, because Eric Weathers came in there with $100,000. He didn't make $100,000 there.
No, I was
he had
confused
1,000,000%. You know, I just he rolled with it. He just made it funny.
Yep, absolutely.
Clint, I have a question for you. I have a question. When it came to projects, my favorite time of a project was right when I finished and I vouchered, and right before I started, but I knew that I now had work for 2 weeks or for the weekend, but the project hadn't showed up yet. So it was like, oh, look, I've got work on the horizon. Hooray. But I hadn't started it yet. Yeah. So you were still in that. Yeah. You were in the, I'm going to be able to make money. What about you, Clint?
Ask that question quick again, because I was kind of scrolling through the side chat.
What was your favorite time for a project? Mine was either when I finished and I vouchered and I could chill for a day or two, or it was right before I started a new project, but I knew that now I had work, but I hadn't started yet. So the grind hadn't started, but I
like that opening night launch. Like when you build the excitement for it and you've been working for weeks to get everything set up and then you launch.
I wasn't talking about campaigns. I just meant like books.
Work.
Just work in general?
Yeah, work in general.
I don't know. I love drawing. So like
Clint hates it all. He hates
like a good day. Like when I know what I'm drawing the next day and I know it's going to be fun to work on, and I'm just going to sit and just plow through and detail the crap out of some page that I know is going to be like an action sequence or not talking heads crap. Right. When I know I'm really going to try and nail one out of the park, like this is going to be one of the kick-ass pages in a book, and I know it the day, ahead of time, and I'm waking up and I'm like, I'm going to draw for like 14 hours today.
Nice.
And like, I know this page is going to that's probably one of my favorites for just work.
Last night, I couldn't stop working on the designs for my Hercules character.
No,
I had 3 different versions. Yeah, I had 3 different versions. One, he's way more Hulkish. One, he's more, and then the other 2 are just like different sizes, and I'm like, do I want him more human but big, or do I want him like Hulk, like PITT style, or what? And I kept telling myself, I'm like, dude, you got to stop. You still haven't eaten. You got to stop. You still got to eat dinner. You got to stop. And finally, like 2:15, I finally was just like, dude, you got to go downstairs and eat something and just start it tomorrow. Now, Hojo, what was your favorite part of like if you're getting ready for freelance or anything like that?
Well, I mean, I've done 2 writing commissions since I started all this, and pretty much polar opposites, as far as like subject. But it's the when you get the initial pitch to the creator or whatever, I'm like, all right, well, here's what I envision, here's what I'm gonna do, and then when it's like, LOL, that's brilliant, or something like you get that confidence, you're like, all right, I'm gonna fucking nail this.
And then you can build it out.
And then you start to plot it out, and then you like when you already think of the ending right there, like, ooh, how do I get to that? That's gonna be hilarious.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's the thing with creating comics is that whole team concept, and especially when you all are on the same page, and you all kind of like the vision kind of links up with everybody, a writer, artist, everything, and it just kind of starts turning out the way you envisioned it. Yeah, that's always a great feeling. Yeah. So Hojo, I want to ask you, and and I know there was a little thing about this. I saw Luke Stone talking about it, but it was like the first to 10,000. So Merkmaid and Bronze Star. Who did you hit 10 first?
I didn't hit 10 there.
Just because of the way.
Yeah, the aggregated total.
Okay.
But I think it was the I can't remember what it was. It was not like
it might have been Bronze Star.
The one that got banned from Kickstarter.
Yeah, that was probably Bronze Star. That was Mike.
Mike Barron.
No,
yeah, Mike Barron.
Bronze Star didn't get kicked. His Private American got kicked.
Yeah, but this is
brand new.
What I'm talking about is like it has something to do with LGBT. Like this guy, like it was something about a trial. Like you couldn't say something or whatever, like no ma'am or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know what it was called, but it got struck from Kickstarter. Like they wouldn't give him their money.
I think when his other book got kicked, I think he decided to bring Bronze Star to fund my comics and just do it through that and as a trial thing.
Yeah, Bronze Stars is on, I think, IGG at the same time.
Oh, is it too? Okay.
Yeah. He's got someone else who handles all the campaigning stuff. So
okay.
They can drop stuff on all the sites at the same time if they want. And like, I know the guy's busy, but he's still he's a maniac. Like,
but if he's running concurrent on IGG, that would make officially Merkmaid the first one to launch there originally, like just on Fun My Comics.
Okay. Oh, so Merkmaid launched there and broke 10 on its own on that site. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So that's the real true 10K winner.
Yeah, that's
comics
awesome.
Broke Rob.
And like, dude,
I'm broken. I'm broken. What's wrong with being broken? As Clint said, I am like a nice bag of broken glass. I'm nice and edgy with lots of sharps. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being broken, man.
Don't bring up old things that I said because I won't even remember them that I said that at the time. But like,
you just can't go on Twitter and you got to celebrate your brokenness, not
exactly
be sad about it. You'd be like, oh, they broke me. Yeah, they did. No, you're welcome. Hey, assholes. They broke you and you went into another business because you didn't want to wait for checks or worry about the checks or whatever. Why is that a negative?
Yeah.
That's not a negative. They went into graphic design and they're probably making, twice as much money as they would have ever made in comics. They get a check every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Whenever an artist that you really like disappears from comics, just know that he went into advertising and is making 10 times the money. That's
like Joey Mad. Joe Mad.
Oh, it's either game design or advertising. Whenever one of your best artists disappears, they went and got a real career.
Doing concept art for games and movies. It's just then you're done.
Chris Pacello. Every time he disappears for 6 months.
Oh yeah,
he's working in video games. Kicking ass in video games.
Jeff Johnson. Mm-hmm. I love Jeff Johnson stuff, man. If ever they do the Wonder Man movie, I hope they steal everything from that Wonder Man run that Jeff Johnson drew because I love that book so much.
Well, here's the thing, though. Jeff is awesome. Jeff was at CrossGen.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I got I never worked with him, but we hung out together and stuff.
Okay.
And he would tell us lots of stories because he started out as Jim Lee's assistant.
Oh, you're kidding.
Jim Lee. Yeah, when Jim Lee was drawing like the Punisher stuff, Jeff was drawing like the motorcycles and stuff like that. He was finishing out the backgrounds.
Wow.
And when he went to do Wonder Man, he said that he specifically was trying to do Kevin Maguire faces in like Jim Lee bodies and
yeah. I see the Jim Lee bodies for sure.
Oh, for sure, man.
But the faces were different in the Kevin Maguire faces. I could kind of see that.
Aren't they doing a Wonder Man show?
Yeah, there's supposed to be a live Disney Plus Wonder Man.
All those plans.
I'm sure they'll butcher it.
All those plans got pushed.
Yeah.
The only thing that got moved up was Daredevil. Or not Daredevil, Deadpool. Because they know Deadpool. You can make fun of everybody and it'd still be part of the movie. So they don't have to worry about
I want to throw a quick shout out to the chat. Because it looks like we got a lot of new faces in here, which is absolutely awesome, man. Love you guys showing up for the show tonight. But definitely hit the like button and definitely hit the subscribe button. Trying to build up this channel. A lot of new guys in here. I want you guys to show up every Sunday night with me and Rob. We kind of count down the whole week that was in comics with Comic Smack Talk Live here. We got Hojo in as a guest tonight with his book, The Mythicals, on Fund My Comics, which is kind of the new hot thing in CG. It's early on, but it's building fast, and there's a lot of big name guys that are watching this, and they're just kind of watching the waters get tested out. But I think you're going to see a lot of campaigns run through Fund My Comics in the future because it's definitely CG and less worries about them trying to screw with you anything. What I will say with everybody's worries about, and my own worries about the shadow banning with IGG with Indiegogo. So I ran 2 campaigns. My last 2 campaigns were Slave Girl and then Superiors. And I got probably roughly about the same to more backers on the Superiors, which was shadow banned from the get-go. I didn't have the higher end campaign tiers that Slave Girl did, so it didn't make as much money. Yeah. But backers-wise, it got close to as many backers. Now, I've run multiple campaigns, so that helps me out. I've got backers that follow me from campaign to campaign. So for newer backers, that's not going to help you with Indiegogo if you come out shadow ban. So that would be the one worry there. And that's where Fund My Comics is really, I think, sort of the future for a lot of us here. And we want to see these campaigns do really well. Hojo's campaign is kicking ass on there right now. And almost up to 300 backers. I'd love to see this get over 300 backers on the show tonight. So
be nice.
If you guys are in the chat and you haven't checked out the Mythicals yet, I've got the link in the description. And I don't know, how do I?
Here we go.
See, I want to give somebody a moderator thing so they can throw out links in the chat, but I don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna have to talk to somebody, but we're not gonna be able to pull it off tonight.
You hand him a wrench, Clint. You just
but
give him a wrench. Just hand it to him. Just digitally hand it.
You tell me how to hand somebody a wrench, I will do it. But I don't see where it says hand somebody a wrench.
Well, do you give him a star or something? You click on him. I think Ethan.
I thought it used to be if you clicked on the 3 dots, it would say you could give a wrench, but now it just says put user in timeout, ban user, and delete their comment. I don't want to do that.
He's gonna dump me from the show.
Yeah. If I click the star,
I don't think we want to do that.
If I click the star, it doesn't do anything.
Timeout.
Yeah, I don't. I'd give Randy or Marcus or Eric for sure. Eric probably knows how to do it. Eric could probably tell me how to give him a wrench.
Let's do customer service over the chat. How do we give someone like you a wrench?
Don't ban me, bro. Yeah.
That's what they're all worried about. Is Clint will ban you by accident.
It's more likely that I'll accidentally ban somebody than give them an actual wrench. But anyways, for sure, the link to the Mythicals is in the description below the screen here, and also to Death Raider and Superiors.
What's Superiors?
To put me in a timeout. Yes. There's gonna be, believe me, there's gonna be timeouts for everybody by the end of the night.
All right, Clint, what did you think of Flash?
Let's transition. Let's get in the Flash. You know what? I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
There was parts that I can nitpick, but overall movies to me comes down to the underlying storytelling. You can have all the CGI, you can have all the whatever high paid actors. The underlying story was fun, and they had a nice comedic aspect to it. There was some good laughs in there. As much as I hate Ezra Miller as a person in real life, I thought he was good in the movie. Right. I would love to rip on him and say he was trash, but I thought he was very charismatic and funny, and he played well. Like the whole thing between him and his younger self, I thought it played good. I don't like him. I think he's a trash person in real life. I have no problem saying that. But the movie, and I don't give a shit about him in real life. Like, I want to be entertained. That was a fun, entertaining movie.
Well, what about Michael Keaton?
Oh, Keaton.
He was awesome.
Keaton made that movie. Like, Ezra Miller would have been okay on his own, but I don't think Keaton made the movie. Keaton was awesome every second he was on screen.
Oh yeah, you know what? If we were to boycott Ezra Miller because he's a freak, and he's nuts, well then we'd have to boycott Walmart.
Oh yeah,
candy, soda, because they're all those corporations are complete shit. They fuck over the environment and they fuck over everybody for an extra 2% profit. Look at automobile companies. They literally they'll look at problems with the cars and then figure out there's people's jobs that they figure out how much it will cost the company if they replace the part that's wrong, or if 10 people die and the family sues. Like, they figure out those numbers and go, oh well, we know 12 people are going to die. Let them die. It still will be more expensive if we have a recall on $50,000 or 50,000 cars. So you're like, what? I mean, that's murder.
I may have triggered Comic Book Bob, which I completely understand.
I got shit to say about this.
I gotta highlight Comic Book Bob's last. I got shit to say about this shit movie. And I understand everybody's got their own opinion. Comic Book Bob, he was trash.
Comic Book Bob loves horror movies, so I can't trust him when it comes to a
it's like I did I put the link? We can get Bob in here. I thought maybe I didn't put the link in the Pontificators, but Bob's always
he could yell at us.
Yeah, and
I got a horror comic. Come on, Comic Book Bob.
Yeah, questions my taste. I understand it completely. Keaton, yes, and Keaton and Affleck were the best parts of the movie, and supposedly it sounds like now this director has been set up to direct the Batman Brave and the Bold movie, which, like, from the action sequences between Keaton and Affleck, I got no qualms with that. Like, those were the best parts of the movie. So seeing this director move on to the next Batman movie, I think that's only
who's going to be the next Batman?
Well, that'll be the big thing is cast. Like, there's a reason James Gunn wanted to get rid of all of these Snyderverse actors.
Yeah.
Is like
because of money, the budget.
Yep. Well, budget first. Budget is number one because you can get all these young actors in and you can get them for dirt cheap, and then all of a sudden the profit margin for your movies goes through the roof. Because
think about how you keep your job. How can you sit there and go, we need to pay Ben Affleck this much money and we need to spend $150 million on this movie? How can you say that with a straight face and think you can keep your job? Like, you have to put your job at risk because while you're saying that, there's that cheap, shitty, low budget, the Batman that Reeves did. Yeah. Matt Reeves did, and that made $800 million. And that shitty Joker movie only cost $35 million to make, and that made $1 billion. So if you go out on a limb and you make another Batman movie with Ben Affleck, and it doesn't do $1 billion, your ass is fired.
Yeah,
you can't. You can't. You would have to risk. So instead, you fire everybody, hire a bunch of new people, and say, hey, Warner Brothers wants a bunch of low budget shitty movies, so we're gonna start making low budget shitty superhero movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it doesn't help. It doesn't help that they release all that stuff streaming like 2 months later. If you're a family of four, what? If you're a family of four, why are you gonna go to the movie theater and have to spend like $100 on food and shit when you can just say, hey kids, in 2 months we'll watch it?
I want to go Super Mario. Let's just wait another month.
Exactly. Wait another month and we'll be able to get pizza and
Yeah.
Save
Ooh,
$70.
grandma and grandpa can come over and fucking tuck your ass in, and I can drink beer and see this fucking movie. Right?
Exactly, and it's not a production when the kids have to go pee. You
No
just
This
pause
isn't
the movie.
Mojo's first rodeo. He's done this before.
Fuck yeah, man! I got a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, watch it on the big screen in the basement and have the family over, have a nice dinner and just hanging out for sure.
Oh, dude, you could have so much more food and tasty food.
Yeah, we're gonna have ribs
shitty movie
fucking
theater food.
watch Jurassic Park. How about that?
Yeah.
There you go.
My
second screening.
My wife and I, we don't have kids, so when we're in a movie theater and we hear the little kid who spills his drink everywhere or the M&Ms or whatever, we kind of giggle.
Yeah, I bet.
We're just like, oh, you poor bastards! You had to bring the 4-year-old with you.
You forgot the 2-year-old's toy.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I want it. I'm like, well, we're not fucking going back. We're in the movie.
Yeah, you kind of stuck there, and then now they start to whine. That's when you just hope that they take a nap and fall asleep.
Yeah. I wish they would do he just said something about a Kingdom Come movie. Like, what if you had Clint Eastwood as like the older Batman? That would be fucking amazing.
That would be the bomb.
Because he kind of looks like it. I let my friend at work.
I mean, he's not going to do it now. But like,
no.
What is the Batman Beyond where Keaton is the older? Yeah. That, like, I've seen a lot of people mention that, and I think that could work really well.
Well, I bet it would make a lot of money, but it also confused the mainstream audience.
Well, that's the thing. I think they've pushed it for the mainstream audience. Once they threw 3 Spider-Mans in one movie, I think even Joe Blow, that's not a comic book nerd, is like, all right, I get it. There's multiple superheroes and whatever. It's cool. I think that worked enough. And now with this one, especially, and having the multiple Batmans, but and I said this when I tweeted it out, and it's in the title. The thing that killed this movie was going to probably be a hit. Clooney destroyed this movie.
That's true. That happened.
Hey, Clint. Bob says he's in the back waiting.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
What? Here, let me.
The hell is wrong with your taste in movies?
Fine, Bob.
Let me say this.
Let me say dissenting opinions here.
Yeah, let me say this. It was better than Shazam. It was better than Black Adam, but it was not a great movie, man.
Really?
Oh, I really liked it.
No,
I thought it was fun. I would say the first part of the movie and then the Batman stuff was the best. What I think detracted, it was like all the weird CGI spinning worlds.
Okay, and that's why I question. And that's why I question. What's his name? What's the director's name?
Oh yeah, Dan
Muschietti. Yeah, that's why I question this guy being in charge of the new Batman movie. Screw that.
But the Batman parts were awesome. Like the Batman parts of this movie.
But you want to know why
you
want to know why the Batman parts were awesome?
Because everything else was shit.
Because Affleck had a heavy hand in the part that he was part of.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then you look at all the Batman stuff they did with Keaton. It was just callbacks to the old Batman stuff. Even
the trailer. Let's get nuts. I'm like, really, dude?
Yeah. And here's the thing: Keaton's only in the movie for like 15 minutes.
But it was awesome.
It's the best 15 minutes in the whole freaking movie.
Oh yeah, easily.
Wow. But here's the thing: all the stuff that we thought was going to be great sucked. All the stuff that we thought was going to suck was great. Like Supergirl, she was perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, she was. Like
she wasn't insufferable. She was cool.
Extremely likable.
And her costume was hot.
Yeah,
her costume was smoking.
Yeah,
that was a
her
great
little wet bangs just dripping into her face.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, I'm like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, the thing is,
I saw an interview with the director sitting next to his wife, and they were talking to him about why he cast this girl. And it was so uncomfortable and awkward,
cringe as hell.
Yeah, because he was trying to like, oh, she was just the best actress and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, like, dude, you like wanted to bone her, but you don't want to say that in front of your wife. Like
Yeah.
it was like, oh, this is awesome.
Now Black Hat's does have a good point. He did both the It Chapter 2.
Oh,
And-
well,
Oh,
so
yeah.
yeah.
that
And
made a
those
lot
were
of
good.
money for
Here's the thing though.
WB.
What's his name? The guy who directed The Last Jedi.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He has made decent movies in other genres. Okay. This
Everybody's talking about his poker face thing. I refuse to watch it just because
Yeah.
he directed Last Jedi.
Yeah.
It's like some of these guys will sell out. Like maybe they're talented artists or directors, but they'll sell out just to get that chance. That feels like kind of what the Last Jedi guy did.
Yeah. Ryan
But-
Johnson. Yeah.
What it
is he bought into his
this
own bullshit.
machete between the
Yeah.
It movies and now, like, this isn't going to be a bomb. Like, it's not doing as much money as what's hurting
gonna lose
everything at DC right now is everybody knows this segment is over. Like this, these are the bones of the Snyderverse.
Well, yeah, this is the corpse of the Snyderverse. But here's the thing.
exactly.
But they didn't tie off. They didn't tie off Flash. You know what I mean?
No, but
it's not like they
like,
ended the Flash.
But nobody's seen Ezra Miller in a major movie again. Like,
no.
This is, Ezra Miller is never going to play the. If they do another Flash movie, it's going to be a new actor, and like they know this universe is a dead universe. It's going to be really interesting seeing what happens with Aquaman because everybody loves Momoa.
Well, you know, they went back to reshoots on Aquaman.
Yeah, I've heard.
I think James Wan realized, oh shit. Yeah. But here's the thing: this movie, do you know how much? Like, depending on who you believe.
Oh yeah.
According to something, this movie is the most expensive movie ever made. Over $350 million.
Wait, which movie?
Flash.
Flash? Really?
Yes. They said that they dropped almost $350 million on this movie, and if that's the case, it ain't gonna make money.
Oh no,
because it's going to have to go north of 700 million just to break even.
They're literally just.
I'm tired of their accounting. I'm tired of their accounting. I'm tired of the bullshit that they say. I'm tired of they market the shit out of movies just so they can get most of the ticket sales for the first 2 weeks. You know, how about this? Get rid of those contracts. Make a movie. Market it some. Shove it out there and leave it out there for 2 months and see if people watch it. Who cares what it makes in the first weekend? To be honest,
shit.
Just make a movie. Make a good movie.
Back in like the 70s when movies like Star Wars and Alien, they said that shit was in the theater for 6 months.
Yeah.
Well, that was also the theaters had 2 movie theaters. like you could only
just
watch
the idea though, man. It's like, you know, it's because they're all like pushing to like get that quick buck and then push it onto streaming.
Yeah. They're eating themselves. You can't do both. You can't say, well, we want all the money for the first 2 weeks, and then a month and a half later, it's on streaming already. Like, dude, why would we just talk
half the price? No reason it's like $8 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's the movie theater my wife and I go to. Literally, I remember going to a movie during the day was $6. Now, after COVID, going to a movie during the day is
like 12.
For 2 tickets it was $24 because they have a $4 booking fee. It's like, hey pricks, if I couldn't buy these tickets,
I'm coming online, here early. That's the fucking booking.
Well, the thing is you guys don't have a lobby anymore to have a giant line of people buying tickets all at once.
Yeah.
So we're saving you. You don't need to now have 3,000 square feet space just for people lined up. So don't tell me, you know, you need the $4 because it's now on a website.
Yeah. Well, Randy,
we're saving you guys so much money.
I think Randy hit it on the nail. Hit the nail on the head though. Ezra Miller killed this movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Ezra Miller, you know, he stabbed it in the heart and pissed on its ashes.
If he could have just
not been an asshole,
not been a fucking retard.
Yeah. This movie probably would make $1 million.
Yeah.
But
I had said this movie was the best movie since Maverick. I mean, think about the movies that have come out since Maverick that sucked. You know, I really did like this, but there's also no competition. John Wick, man. John Wick was awesome.
Wick Chapter 4.
They killed him. Yeah, they killed him at the end. So
but still, that movie's still didn't seem. That movie. Well, you know that they're talking that they're going to do friggin'
John Wick 5.
Yeah, they're already talking about it.
Yeah.
So, well, here's the thing. I ain't seen no body, so seriously, I ain't seen no body. So, hey,
they just got to give Keanu Reeves more time to learn the choreography.
Yeah, it's just basically like give him just drive a Brinks truck full of money up to his house.
Well, I wonder how far along the boom comic is that he's attached with the Berserker thing, because that also seems like another that's his plays version. Right into everybody that loves Keanu and loves that kind of action genre. Like it's kind of like a Highlander-esque kind of theme, and then having Keanu play it. So,
isn't he gonna do like a new Constantine movie?
There was rumors about a new Constantine thing. That's the thing is like James Gunn is like, oh, we're relaunching this, but it's been real like flip-floppy about who's getting relaunched, who's getting new, because like he definitely wants to keep some of his Peacekeeper actors, especially his wife who's in it.
Yeah.
And like let's get rid of Cavill because he's expensive, and Affleck, we're not going to pay Affleck because he's too much. So let's get new Superman, Batman. But if Blue Beetle comes out this summer and makes some money, guess what? They're going to do more of those Blue Beetle movies. So they're trying to like he's walking a tight wire of trying to like relaunch stuff and save money. Because what they want is low budget movies that perform well. They don't want to pay actors a ton of money. That like they don't want. Cavill's been around. They don't want to pay him. They want to get a new guy that looks just like Cavill, which they found now. Yeah. They want to pay him a little bit, and if the movie does well, then he'll get a percentage. But like they want the best profit margin.
Yeah, you can't explain a $250 million movie to the execs when Joker made $1 billion and then
that's the thing.
Million.
Yeah.
You have to put your job out there.
What's his face? The director, Todd Phillips, and who's the main actor guy? I can't think of his name.
What are we talking about?
Phoenix River
Joaquin.
Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah. Joaquin, I'm sure made a lot of money, but you can pay Joaquin Phoenix a lot, or Joaquin Rivers a lot of money. Or I'm messing up his name badly. When the movie makes $1 billion, you can pay your main actor a lot of money.
I'm guessing he probably got a percentage like the director did, and he's probably just wants the same percentage. Like you don't have to pay him up front. He'll probably just give me a big back end.
Zero special effects money in that movie. Zero CGI. Like that is just storytelling. Well done movie, and I think they're not like you can't make a Superman movie or a Batman movie. Well, you can make a Batman movie like that, but they want that type of storytelling, and what they did with Guardians of the Galaxy, like that type of storytelling, emphasis on the profitability of the movie storytelling, and like that's what I want to see out of the DCU, anyways.
Yeah.
Dude,
by the way,
the question.
What's with that?
The question. They should do that. There's no special effects.
If they did like a gritty noir kind of friggin' story, that'd be badass.
Yeah, so, I'll never watch it.
You know what? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little break, and we're gonna we did not actually go through the Mythicals campaign, and we got Hojo in here tonight as a guest, and I definitely want to take a run through his campaign here. So I'm gonna scroll through, and I'm gonna let you take over the voiceover, Hojo, and I'm just gonna kind of scroll through, and we'll take a look at this campaign because this book really does look awesome.
Yep, it's the trailer thumbnail. That's the little Fund My Comic thing that they nice little lady did for me. And that's the digital.
Oh, is there a trailer?
I'll play the trailer last.
Oh, okay.
I do love this cover.
And that's the Dan Dahl cover.
Oh, and that's why I love it. Dan Dahl, he's one of my favorite CG artists, and I want to do something with him too. So how did you find Dan?
I saw the silhouette on the Lost Pages.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
We got to talking.
Contacted him through Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, he had some free time.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the guy?
Dan is an awesome
He's from
artist,
Lost
man.
Pages?
I love that cover.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't recognize the style.
that's my John Romita picture.
So these are the interior work here. Now this is great artwork.
Yeah, this isn't Dan. This is a Greek guy. His name's Thomas Tikas.
Okay, really nice artwork though. I like the kind of gives the atmosphere, the rain and everything.
Yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
great,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, good use of blacks. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
great
definitely see the
monster demon
shadows.
kind of face there.
Yeah, and that the inker, I mean, I think the world of him. Like Everson Lirio, he is like the
Okay.
black and white. I actually might do a black and white edition of this because his ink
Oh
is
wow,
awesome.
yeah, really love the artwork on your book, man. It looks awesome. I see why you're doing so well.
Yep, and that's on the back of the box that I showed you guys earlier.
Okay, so
That Peter Gilmore
these
cover
are
looks dope.
Yeah,
Maybe just tell us like the base premise of the Mythicals.
Well, it's a supernatural action mystery that puts Nancy Moon. She's recruited by Level M, which is a covert task force comprised of creatures from myth and legend. They protect the world from supernatural threats. So it's like a little like Dresden Files and like the quick 3-second thing. It's like Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Wildcats with a little X-Files conspiracy in it.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I love Dresden Files, man. So yeah, you got me right there.
So like each issue is like we get to go on this little kind of like self-contained adventure but everything builds on the broader narrative. So there's 13 issues, 6 of them are already written, and then so I'm gonna be doing this in between all my other projects I've been doing.
Oh wow. So they're getting the first issue on this campaign?
Yeah, and we're pretty much in pre-production for issue 2 since this one did so well.
Okay, awesome.
Sweet.
That's great to hear.
Can I just say something? I looked at can you highlight the character there? I thought that was the freaking character from Private American at first.
Oh
yeah. I didn't even notice that.
I was like, dude, is this like a crossover collaboration? And I was like, oh wait, no, it's not the same character. Shit, I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
I'm betting there'll be more crossovers. The thing, it's always tricky with crossovers because it's like, you know, who if people aren't getting stuff done at the time frame that you're thinking to get stuff done, that's what makes it hard. Because otherwise, I think there'd be a lot more CG crossovers.
That's a lot of logistics in that, though.
Yeah, it really is. These interior pages look great, though, man. You got a great artist.
Yeah, it was a joy to find him. And he wasn't busy too, so a lot of it was schedules and budget. Coming in new, you don't know anybody.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. You started from scratch pretty much, right?
Oh yeah.
So this is your first comic book?
Yep.
Awesome, man! Nice. Congratulations. I mean, hitting 10,000 is no small feat. That is really excellent.
Yeah, especially out there now, man. The market's pretty saturated.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of people out there throwing their comics out.
Yeah,
so
even just the past year, I'm just like, who are you? I don't. Yeah, I'm on a stream with somebody. I'm like, when is your book launch? I'm like, oh, it launched 3 weeks ago. I'm like, how do I not know?
Oh yeah, there's just so much stuff going on. That's why you got to be kind of constantly promoting like this. But yeah, this is a really nice looking book here. I can see why you've gotten the following that you have.
Yeah, I dig this. That Peter Gilmore cover is pretty dope, man.
Oh love Peter Gilmore stuff, man.
It's kind of like reminds me that you ever heard that band Ghost?
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, there's a band called Ghost, and then that cover kind of like invokes that kind of thing. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, John Malin is always talking about Ghost on his show.
Yeah, they're pretty. They're basically a horror band.
They're awful. They're pop.
They are, but they're super popular. Like their covers are awesome though. Like the covers for their albums and like it's badass. Like even what's his name with Lady Death, they did a friggin' Ghost like a Ghost cover.
Polito.
Yeah, Polito did a Ghost cover in a statue. Yeah, so
that's cool.
Yeah,
I got John to admit on this show that he just likes the storytelling behind the band.
Yeah,
where the lead singer gets younger. Like he started out really old, and he every year he's
like Benjamin Button.
Yeah, that's what he likes about it.
They're one of those gimmick bands,
Yeah,
that just do goofy shit sometimes. But I tell you
For a
what,
joke.
Clint, some of their friggin' videos, man, you like them because it's all about hot chicks, man.
Oh,
It's like 80s style dancing and like almost nothing. So
that's right up my alleyway.
like a Motley
That is
Crue
my.
video.
Yeah.
You get some
Oh,
trading
and
cards.
here's
it
the
looks
box.
like,
The box
and
that you showed.
Yeah,
some
That's
bonus material, bookmarks.
yeah, and that like her eyes glow in the dark on this is pretty dope.
Oh, cool!
Cool.
That is cool.
But they only come with the box.
what's in the
Yep,
box?
get the box. If you guys are in the chat yet and haven't checked out the Mythicals on Fund My Comics, this is a great looking book. A lot of fun extras, and he's got the box. So you get that collector's box. You get all the awesome stuff in it. It's like
That's only $65, man. And these are
oh,
all the prints.
with the collector's box.
Yeah.
That is the cheapest collector's box that I've heard of. So that's a steal right there.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And you get these are all the stretch goals that you get with it already, like this trading card.
Nice.
Cool.
No, this stuff looks great. And yeah, I love Peter's artwork, man. He's the king of gore.
He colored it, and I told him, I was like, I almost don't want to color it, but do you think you could add some red? He's like, I'll do it myself. Nobody colors my shit.
Yeah. Peter's the master of gray tones and then just putting splashes of some blood in there. So here, let's check out the trailer here, and I'll set it for play. And hopefully
Back the Mythicals
you're at the end.
today.
You were at the end.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I got it.
Dummy.
You quiet down, Rob.
In a world where creatures of myth and legend exist, a covert task force is charged with keeping humanity safe from supernatural threats. And when young Nancy Moon stumbles into the eternal battle between good and evil, she finds... Oh my God, will you shut up? What's happening? Agent Beckett here. Aren't you tired of stuff like that? Want something different? Roll the tape. Whoops. Sorry about that. That's a song I'm writing for my ex. Okay, here we go.
Love it, man.
Yeah, that's more like it. Alrighty. Welcome to the world of the Mythicals. We have it all. Monsters, magic, government agents. He's the strong silent type. This guy, gross, dude. Get some kind of cream or something. Lots of 90s style action. Pew, pew, pew. And that strong female lead alluded to earlier. Not to mention a dashing field commander with a great sense of fashion. Look at those glasses. South River Studios presents The Mythicals, Issue 1. Buy it if you dare. Oh, will you can it already? How'd you get free? Now beat it before I lose my cool.
So what are you waiting for? Back it today. Like right now.
Back the Mythicals today.
Nice.
Hey, Randy House said, looks like I'm back at $2.99 for Mythicals.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh, very nice.
Dude,
Nice,
absolutely
Randy.
love the trailer. That's great.
So-
That's great writing.
Was that Pedro?
Yeah, it is Pedro.
Dude,
nice.
I tell you, you could tell Pedro's style, man.
Yeah. He didn't really understand it at first. I just gave him this little tiny script. He's like, "Are you sure, man? I don't really." I was like, "Trust me, you'll get it.
Sweet.
So, like, I watched all these trailers. They're all so generic. They're all the same, and I was
Yeah,
like,
your trailer is definitely funny.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna Deadpool the shit out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you put a nice some nice jokes, some nice humor in there. So
Yeah.
$2.99, we're one backer away
That's right.
from 300. So if you guys are in the chat tonight and haven't checked out the Mythicals on funmycomics.com, I got the link in the description down below here. Definitely check out the Mythicals. Awesome looking book. Hojo, kudos to you, man. Putting a great campaign together on your first try.
Yeah, man.
Great artwork. Love the concept.
Yeah, and it took me a while to, like, I didn't just start like, all right, I'm gonna make a comic book. Like, I researched a lot of this stuff and got in the chat, started talking to people, and started making friends with artists and other writers, and you find your tribe and your group that you can bounce ideas around, and like a bullpen or something. Like people were like, all right, well, this sucks. Okay, well, somebody already did this. I'm like, oh well, shit. All right, well, what do you guys think about these colors and this guy? And they don't pull any punches. You need somebody like that to tell you, like, hey, this is not gonna work.
Yeah.
Like, I got an editor as a writer. I got an editor. I've never did this before. I looked
No,
at
it
Rob
shows.
Arnold's stuff.
Yeah, and that's kind of the nice thing about CG is you like kind of preview your stuff to people, and like they're gonna give you their honest opinions.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, yes they will.
Yeah.
you got to get your thick skin out to hear all that stuff.
Yeah.
I still get emails about my campaign. I'm like, it's in demand.
Yeah.
It's almost over.
Yeah, I know.
Let me just finish let me finish the art so I can print it and ship it.
And so I'm
You
just
can yell at me
waiting
about
on the
the next-
cards, and I can start shipping like as early as next weekend. This coming weekend,
Yeah, I'm not
nice.
Yeah, I mean, I only got like 500 copies, so
Oh, dude,
when
Death
they're
Raider
gone, they're gone.
didn't do that much. That I haven't actually totaled up to how many copies it did.
Speaking of,
But I'm in that same area. For backers and stuff. So no, I understand.
Speaking of Death Raider, booyah!
Okay,
if
there
you
we
guys
go.
have not checked out Death Raider,
I'm fighting for 400. So I knew I was in that area. Yeah, I'm fighting for 400.
Yep.
400
Let's
Nice.
we haven't checked out your trailer in a while. Let's.
Uh-oh. This is the generic that Hojo's talking about. This is what my trailer looks like a lot everybody else's.
Oh,
Which I don't care. It really is like,
fun.
dude,
I
check
love
out the
your
artwork. Yeah, I'm. It's right from the beginning. It's about the concept and the artwork, so. And I like it. I like what
I love
Jimmy
your
does.
trailer, dude. Nice.
Oh, it's not generic. Like I was talking about, like I see a lot that's just say in
Rob,
a world where dot.
You know,
those style. Because
Rob just
mine
gets
does have.
sensitive.
Well, no. I have no problem if it's because it is. There's a vein of trailers that are a lot like Death Raider, though. Like a lot of trailers that they even have the the sparkle, fiery ember, and here's the title. Let the music start. We're gonna splash some of the artwork.
And here's a copy.
A
of
little
the
bit
book.
more music, and then over, and then like you said, you see a copy of what the book is supposed to look like.
And I'm fine with that because that's probably I'm actually going to probably do a spin on that for the next issue, the next trailer, just to be like we drank all of our animation budget.
Oh yeah, dude, it's
That's fun to do. So.
That. Oh yeah. But Marsak Marine gets blown up, and he does it to himself, fighting the bad guys, and he has to build out the Death Raider armor to stay alive, stay mobile, and get revenge for his teammates who, well, they all died. So unfortunately, and that's it. Really is. It's we got a Marsak Marine and a Iron Man style Wolverine armor fighting aliens.
I love that design. The design element to your like the Iron Man Wolverine / armor kind of thing is like, that's epic design level right there. Rob.
Oh, well, I was a big fan of Iron Man as a kid. Yep. I like my favorite thing about the Iron Man armor is you can come up with lots of stuff. You're not limited by, this character has energy powers. Like, you can just go. It would be really fun if the armor can do, can it launch grenades? Can it launch smoke? Can it launch tasers? Anything that I think might be cool for the story, I can have the armor do it, just as long as it's not cheating the story where it's, I'm afraid to paint myself into a corner, which
right.
Dude, I paint myself into a corner constantly in this book. And then I got to go, I got to stop and take a break. Let me just work on some pages, because I don't know where the fuck I go from here. Right. So I like doing
I remember one time I painted myself into a corner.
You mean literal corner.
Like, it's just paint. And I just walked right through it. It was fun.
Oh, you could have just waited.
I got new tennis shoes, but it all worked out all right.
You could have just waited, Clint. Wait for it to dry.
I got
take a little nap.
You can't tell by looking at me, but I got a lot of important stuff going on in my life.
Oh,
a lot of people don't.
When I paint myself into a corner, I just take a nap. I just lay down. I submit. I give up. Oh my God,
Bob, what do you do when you paint yourself into a corner?
I just walk through the paint.
You see, me and Bob,
yeah,
get there.
Joe,
just walk through the paint, man.
Like,
just
right here, Bob. Come on.
I'm the only one who just gives up and takes a nap.
You gotta figure out which hand it is.
Shit!
No,
Here you go.
Oh, look at it right there. Boom. Right there.
My camera's flipped around.
Oh, believe me, it takes a lot of work. I am sorry to have you on the show tonight, Hojo. I mean,
no, that's fine.
Campaign.
Oh yeah, you know what? Hey, Randy.
There you go.
If they don't want them, we'll take them.
Yep. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Wait, Iron Man is dead? Randy's saying Iron Man is dead.
Well, Iron Man's dead in the movies, I guess.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Who knows? They may have killed him in the comics again.
Yeah.
Well, and God,
he's too privileged. He's too privileged.
Robert Downey Jr. Have you seen pictures of him lately with his shaved
dude.
head?
I just think he's stopped dyeing his hair and shit, dude.
He looks like he's wasting away.
I know, man. He looks like he's about 80 years old.
Yeah,
it does. It does. Do you think he did it on purpose?
It's like fucking Gandhi or something.
See, they showed pictures of Jet Li like that a few like last year.
But he has a disease.
Well, yeah, and I wonder if he's what, like 62?
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.'s probably got to be around 62, I guess.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Well, yeah, and you got to remember, dude, that guy wrecked.
He partied, baby.
He partied. He's 58. He's going to be 60 in a couple of years.
Yeah, but he partied through his 20s
to veganism too,
everything.
Yeah, that's something that they said. Now, I've seen some pictures of him recently where he looks better. So it could also be like, here's like a recent picture right here, and he looks a lot better.
Got AIDS.
Do you think it's a ploy? Do you think it's a ploy because he knows Marvel's going to have him come back? Like he's going to be like he's going to take these pictures where he's as old and as skinny as possible. So he's like, I could come back, but I'm gonna need 80 million.
Yeah,
gonna need 80 million to come back.
Yeah,
he looked like that when they CGI'd him in Endgame.
Yeah,
I gotta think right now Marvel is about 10 years away from relaunching the entire MCU. I think they're gonna go through King Dynasty because they've announced it.
King Dynasty.
They want to do new Captain America movies. They want to do new Iron Man movies with younger actors that cost less.
Yeah, well, they're doing Secret Invasion, that TV series, but it doesn't look great.
And it doesn't look like there's anybody in it other than Sam Jackson.
Dude, it's only 6 episodes too.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? A lots of
Yeah.
streaming. They're like, it used to be 10, and then now they cut it to 8, and now they're cutting them down to 6. Like Citadel, which was cool on Prime, was only 6 friggin' episodes.
Yeah. See, he looks a lot better in this picture.
He looks better in
Yeah.
that picture because he's got his hair. The shaved head pictures, he looks absolutely.
Well, this
terrible.
was recently. So the shaved head pictures are from like a
I'm
couple
sorry, I
months
thought that
ago.
was Mark Antony.
He
He looks like a
does look
Cuban
really
coffee
skinny.
salesman.
He does look like he lost a bunch of weight though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
he
those
looks
glasses are
looks
too big
very
for his
thin.
face.
But
Those
he does
glasses
look
are
a
way
lot
too
healthier here.
I think it says that those actors only get a little buff for a movie role.
Yeah,
They
well,
only are going to eat all that chicken.
Yeah, well, that's like what's his name, Chris Hemsworth. Like that's one of the things like he did that other people didn't. Is he was doing that for a while. He said it kept making him sick.
big.
So he
Yeah.
started working out and just like kept working out and just kept going and going.
Now he has this whole workout.
Yeah, dude, he's still on the juice though.
Oh,
dude,
There's no way you're not going to get
Hemsworth's on the juice as much as he possibly can be.
Well, look at his brother. His brother's probably what a natural body is.
Yeah,
and you look at him, and he's like five times
the base
size.
model. He's the base model.
Yeah, exactly. He's the base model. And then if you want to, up yourself to Hemsworth 5.0, you've got to add all the juice.
Inject this.
Well, it's like
all the chicken and all the juice.
Two guys that like started working out and kept working out was him and what's his name, Henry Cavill.
Yes.
Yeah. But even Cavill when he did the first Superman movie, dude, you can't put on 15 pounds of muscle in like 6 months.
Yeah,
it's not possible.
No.
Okay, it just is impossible. Yeah. It's like even bodybuilders who are juicing can only put on like maybe 5 or 6 pounds a year. So you got to be juicing hard to put on like 20,
white boys. Let's be specific.
I feel like
white
Dwayne
boys
Johnson
can't put
could,
on.
pick up
they only could put on so much muscle. White boys only could put so much muscle.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm making sure. Me and Rob have been accused of not covering all the topics that I present, but
okay, here we go.
I basically did this as clickbait because I am not. I don't want to dip a toe into stuff that I don't know that much about. But I think we were all excited for the launch of PITT today.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dale's like one of like the epic artists kind of all time. Like Dale's up there in the upper echelon. We love his art. We love Dale, and I think that's
and he's a nice
unanimous.
guy.
Yep, everybody loves Dale. Yep. Patrick, I think, was doing his best. I don't have a bad word to say about Patrick. Patrick has promoted my campaigns and has been a good guy. And other than that, I don't want to say much about anything else because like feathers are getting ruffled and whatever. You know what? People say stuff and people have different opinions, and that's none of my business because I'm not a part of that. The reason I brought this up is because I'm going to transition it hard quick to this is all good for CG. Like this isn't a bad thing. I don't think this is a bad thing at all. Like when the big two, Marvel and DC, were in their prime, this kind of stuff was happening, and Rob will tell you this more than me because Rob is a bigger pro than I am. I worked a little bit in there. I dipped my toe in. Rob worked in there a ton. But this stuff was happening behind the scenes of Marvel and DC all the time. There was always gossip. There was always drama. There was always who's doing what, who's got what gig, what's their page rate. There was always gossip behind the scenes. And I think if you went to Marvel and DC right now, there's hardly any of that because the juice isn't there. And what all of this drama and excitement and like who's doing what and is this book coming out? Yeah. All the juice is in CG. And all everything today told me about with the PITT not launching and people being excited and worked up, it tells me all the juice is in CG right now. All the energy, all the excitement, even with the non-launch, like
Mhm.
people are like talking and like, oh, why did this happen, or
Yeah.
who did
I mean,
what,
dude,
all this,
when-
and nobody knows. None
And
of us
when this
really.
thing does launch, it's gonna be freaking huge.
It's
I
gonna
know.
be a monster. It's gonna
Dude.
be a monster.
This
It'll
could
be.
be this could
Yeah.
be right up there with Ethan's stuff.
This is like Dale's Pit will be what Ethan's doing, at least, you know.
Yeah.
And
He's a
you know,
superstar.
you
He's a
can
rock star.
guesstimate or whatever, but like, yeah,
Yep.
there's a ton of excitement about this, and all this tells me is all the juice, all the energy is in CG. Nobody gives a shit of what's going on at the big two with Marvel and DC.
Especially
Like-
Marvel and DC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
They're like over there. They're like, why is everybody talking about Pitt right now? It's like
Yeah.
nobody's published a new Pitt comic in like 20 years or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's because all the fans are over in CG. Everybody wants to know what's going on. Like,
Yeah,
they'll figure it out. Like, Dale will figure it out what he wants to do and how he wants to do it, and it's just a matter of time. And everybody
people are
is
gonna buy it,
perfectly
so it doesn't
fine
matter.
waiting on what Dale wants to do because everybody wants this book. Now, my personal opinion is don't go omnibus. Go like trade paperback,
Trades.
four
You like
issues
multiple
at
trades?
a time.
Yeah.
And like collectors want, you know, a nice 4-issue square bound book and 5 of them a Pit. It just means you're running more campaigns. And
Yeah.
it's like people are like lining up to buy this thing. That's my personal opinion. You can do it however you want to. But
My opinion is, so the omnibus isn't coming out anytime soon. You can't order it now. So you should order Mythicals, Superiors, and Death Raider. And
Yeah.
if you've already picked up Death Raider, you can always pick up another copy of Death Raider.
there's a
Or
variant
you can pick
cover.
up-
I bet you Death Raider. Yeah.
or the T-shirt, or the watch,
Exactly.
or the other 4 watches. So there's lots of sweet, cool stuff that you could grab if you had, you had that money burning in your pocket and you were gonna get the Pit omnibus. Anytime you're in an industry that is people get jobs and people hook up with each other to work with each other, and it's all based on opinion. It's not 0011. You can't say that guy over there did that.
Yeah.
It's comic books. It's all of our opinions. It's this guy's my favorite artist. This guy sucks. It's all opinion. You're gonna have stuff like this, and this is what Marvel and DC used to be when people
Yeah,
used to care.
Marvel and DC used to have the excitement. This is how the fans would feel about when books are coming out. CG has stolen it away. Like this is where the excitement is.
Yep.
This is where the fun is. This is where the collectors are like, I can't
Yeah,
wait to see when this campaign launches.
That's the thing,
Yeah.
man. Excitement. When's the last time anything that was announced by Marvel or DC got anybody excited? The last thing I can think of was Silvestri's Batman.
Yeah,
And that's because
Yeah, that was
Silvestri,
about the closest thing.
Silvestri came from this era.
Yeah,
and he's been
exactly.
working. He's been working on that damn thing for 10 years.
10
it's been a
freaking
while.
Easily
It's
10
been a
years.
while, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd been working on that forever. Like he went and got eye surgery and shit.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
in
just like-
between. So
Some dude, I can't remember who it was. Some guy was talking some shit about CG. So he's like, that's because they don't have any good artists in there. I was like, are you freaking high?
Are you out of your
Come on.
mind, dude?
Are you
Bring it
high?
on.
I just read it off like 5 seconds. Like, dude, we got Dale Keown, we got Ethan, we got Rocafort, I'm like, it's like shit.
we
dude.
got young guys coming
Aaron
up that are
Lepresti,
like
Kelsey
making names for
Shannon.
themselves right now. Like
we
Dan
got guys
Dahl.
that literally made this freaking industry. And you're like, what are you
Yep.
high?
Well,
It's
if
like,
you
my
like
God.
Bob, if you like super generic artwork that's been influenced by
That's
anime,
the stuff he posted too.
then you like Marvel and DC because
Yep.
that's really the
That
only
was like,
thing
remember
have
that?
left.
Remember, God, who was that artist that was on? Remember when they brought the X-Men from the past, the young X-Men to the future?
Yeah.
Oh,
And it was that
God.
shitty comic where Gene told
Yeah.
Bobby that he was gay.
He's gay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then
The
Bobby
artist on
decided
that
he's
was one of the
gay,
worst
yeah.
artists I've ever seen, and that guy posted that as like good art. I was like, dude, if that's your taste in good art, then that explains everything that you've just said.
That was such
Yeah.
a garbage trash run. Was that Bendis writing?
I think it was. I can't remember who was writing, but
was
I
it
just
before
remember that the
Hickman?
artists were like interchangeable shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
it was
when I
just
see
garbage.
that, all I ever see when I look at Marvel and DC stuff anymore is like, wow, that colorist is working his ass off. That's a
Yeah.
really good colorist. That's all I see is a great
Yeah.
color work.
Yeah.
It's
I'm like, why
they've
can't
got-
I get? I want that colorist.
They've got a
Yeah, you
handful.
take notes on who the colorist is, and then when they're not getting any gigs anymore, you undercut their pager.
The thing
Hey,
is, like,
wait a minute.
they've got a
I can't pay
handful.
Marvel and DC page rates, but I can get you some damn work.
Yeah, they've got a handful of decent artists
Yes.
that they use, but they never
For
promote
covers.
these guys. Well, no, like they got like was like Ed McGuinness and Ramos and like those guys. They still do interiors and stuff, but they never promote them as like the superstars. You know,
Because they don't like that
they
anymore.
draw- can't.
I bet those
No.
guys draw maybe 4 issues a year.
Well, they're like doing like the first 15 pages of a book, and then
Yeah,
the
and then
generic guys that we already talked about, they finish up the rest of the.
it's just
Yeah.
it makes no
32-page
freaking
book.
sense to me. It's like you know these guys have followings. You know these guys. That's why when Silvestri did that Batman book, it went through the freaking roof.
Yeah,
You know, because like everybody's like that guy's going to be relevant till he dies.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but they have no superstars. They have no superstars anymore.
They don't want
Well,
superstars. Superstars
because
ask for more money and then
Randy's-
leave.
Exactly,
with the-
because
the
to them
Trash Crew
the name on
squad.
the front means more than the name on the back.
Yeah, they want the brand to be the star.
Yeah,
Yes.
because they know what happened in 1991, and they're like, "Well, that
Yeah.
shit ain't happening
But the-
again."
But the
So
thing
you're
is,
not
wrestling-
fucking-
the brand can't
Wrestling
carry
did
the
the
name
same
anymore.
thing.
Yeah,
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 wrestling did the
wrestling.
same thing,
Oh
and
God, dude, that
Look
Vince
what
McMahon's been
happened.
Like, Vince is like
Ratings
that
have
forever.
dropped.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Vince has been like that.
It's when the editors think that they can pick and choose who the next superstars are going to be instead of letting the superstars organically show up.
Yep.
Like the editors.
Oh, they
Or
don't even
over-
want superstars, Clint. They just want.
Well,
they
that's
want-
true. Yeah.
The
they
problem
want
is,
the
is
book,
yeah,
the
they want
brand.
the brand to be the name, but the problem is that the brand can't carry itself anymore.
The
Yeah.
brand is nothing. The
It's
brand
it's
is
collapsed
nothing.
under its own weight.
Yeah, yeah. You can't have 10 Wolverine miniseries and 2 Wolverine series at the same time come out every year and think it's gonna be
Jeez.
fine when it's all generic artists and nobody's doing
When
anything.
Batman books fail, you know shit's in trouble.
Oh God! if Batman books fail, it's all over for DC. They
God,
might as well just wrap it up.
It is. It already is.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The
The
I can't
sales
remember
already
that. What,
dropping.
what was that Batman book that came out like 9 months ago, and it immediately just crashed and burned? It wasn't even in the top like 300.
Is that shitty Robin book?
No, well, the Robin
There
book,
was a Robin
the
book.
Robin
that was
book did
horrific.
too, but there was an actual Batman book. It was an actual
Oh,
Batman
God.
book, and it fell out of like the top 300. And I was like, dude, how the hell did you manage that?
How does
I
the
just
Batman
remember
book fall out of the top 300?
It's like
I just
good
remember
God.
that shitty Batman Begins stuff. Like there's 5 different versions of Batman.
Ugh.
It's like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
So
It was
Yeah.
Bendis that did that piece of shit. So
Yeah, there's a lot of bad moves over there, and God bless them. Let them keep doing just garbage moves because,
yes.
like, bring it on. Come to daddy. CG, CG is sitting here waiting for the fans with awesome comics, and that's what's been happening. Is like CG's happen naturally. Whenever you try to force shit, it never works. CG's
Yeah.
happen completely organically by the fans turning their backs on garbage comics with no stories, just trying to push agenda, push political, whatever, like this whole whatever crap that they're trying to shove down everybody's throat. And you see it happening in with Bud Light, with Target, like comics. It already happened. The fans, they've had enough. They want good quality fun entertainment. They want stuff that they like and believe in. That's what CG is. CG isn't anything that all these SJWs try to throw out there that it is. It's like, no, these are comic book fans that want fun comics. That's all CG is. They don't want agenda shoved down their throat. They don't want all this political garbage. We are fans of comic books, and we are creators that are fans of comic books,
Yeah.
and that's all we've done, and that's all we are.
that's the thing about Comicsgate that really struck me is it's even it's comic book fans, but it's also comic book creators who are also comic book fans.
Yeah, exactly.
Fans, comic book creators that have loved this medium forever. you know, and they want to keep it going. They want to respect it.
Because they don't, the ones at Marvel DC, they didn't grow up wanting to be in comics.
No, it's
exactly.
a stepping stone for them. It's like
Yeah.
Max. It's a stepping stone to other things.
It might get me a job at MSNBC or New York Times.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. It's all like people that want to get in movies and stuff, and this will help me get a Netflix deal. They don't even know the history of comics,
and they don't care to learn.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
You know? It's beneath them. They they look at this, they're like, oh, they're silly.
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. I'm gonna deconstruct this because it's toxic manhood. It's toxic. Captain America.
Yeah, it is toxic.
The Punisher. He's
right through the fucking roof.
Toxic as the hell, yeah, man. Pump some more of that toxin into me.
It's all rage. It's all
called testosterone.
Just shut up. Just shut up. Leave us alone.
Yeah. So I asked a question there where there's like, what's that artist? What's that one creator? What's that artist that no matter what it is that they do, you're gonna pick it up?
It was Michael Turner for me.
Michael Turner.
Oh yeah, Turner.
Yeah, he was good, man.
I had one brush with Michael Turner. He was one of the headliners at Minneapolis Comic Book Convention, and I showed him my portfolio, and he was like interested, and like he sat down with me and went over stuff, and this was my Travis Charest phase, and I was just like noodling the crap and inking the crap out of everything. And he was like, this has got some promise and stuff. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah.
Hey, that's a guy that loved hot women.
Yeah.
And had and was talented in ways that people don't really think about. Like, his backgrounds.
Yeah.
Dude, his backgrounds are friggin' bonker shit.
Man, the Fathom stuff.
Oh my god, dude! Like that. When he, one of the things one of the most amazing pages he did was I think it was the first. It was a double page spread.
I know exactly what you're talking
Batman
about.
in Batman Superman.
Yeah,
where it's the Batmobile is on the lake and there's the cityscape behind it. And that cityscape is freaking insane.
Yeah.
It looks like a freaking cathedral.
Yeah.
And I was just like, holy shit, I never thought about that. All I thought was I was always looking at the tits and ass.
God, I remember when that title came out. I'm like, oh my god, this is beautiful.
But Brian Paludio broke down Turner, what he did so well and why people were drawn to him. And he goes, Michael Turner doesn't draw when he draws a guy in a suit. He's not drawing the generic suit that the other artists have been drawing since the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And they just say, guys in a suit, blah, blah, blah. He goes, Michael Turner, if he has to draw a boat in the background, he's drawing the $400 million yacht in the background. He draws the $10,000 shoots on his characters. He doesn't just draw the female characters looking like, Jim Lee. He's drawing the female characters to look like the next level. Like everything is the next level. Whatever he's putting on the page is the next level. He's not just satisfied with what everybody else did before him. And that's why people were drawn to his work. Like people would complain about the storytelling or all the 2-page splashes and stuff. And you're missing what's on the 2-page splash because you're going, oh, it's another 2-page splash. You're like, yeah, it is another 2-page splash.
Look at it.
Yeah. And look at what's different from his 2-page splash and whoever else you'd be comparing it with. And that's why he was just he was the guy with the trying to do Mark Silvestri, but with a little bit of he's the new generation. So
he's more sophistication.
What Scotty Richards' studio says here too is, and this was my experience with him when he looked through my portfolio, the fucking nicest guy in the world, man. It was like just sitting down with like a dude and talking about comics and like him going over my stuff and like telling me what he liked, telling me what I could work on and stuff. Like he was just like instantaneously, you get the vibe off of somebody when you're talking to him. You're like, oh, this is a cool guy. I can hang out with this guy. Right. That was Michael Turner through and through.
Another creator who loved comics. He loved the medium for the medium, not because it was a stepping stone, not because he loved it because he loved it.
Yeah, he loved comics.
I met him at Pittsburgh Con. They asked me to ink his, it was a giant drawing he did Fathom for the charity auction. So I sat in my room and spent 8 hours inking it. So I when I met him and I brought it over to him and said I had inked it and stuff and blah blah blah, and I was working on Iron Man. I unfortunately didn't get to meet the nice Michael Turner, and my table was a little away from the Top Cow booth. I met the Michael Turner who had his shields up because everybody was pulling at him. All the pressure.
Yeah.
All the fans trying to get free sketches from him. And,
sure.
And he's only going to be there for 2 hours because all the Top Cow guys would only sign for 2 hours. That way it always looked like the booth had a line.
You got the Michael Turner with his foot out the door.
Yeah.
I got the Michael Turner with the shields up to make sure, because
sometimes
everybody who approached him wanted
too overwhelmed. It's unfortunate, but that happens too. Yeah.
But I was still a huge fan of his work, and I was incredibly influenced by him.
I was probably lucky because it was like Minneapolis Con is not a giant convention, and it's the kind of convention where they go out of their way to get big name guys, but then it's just a casual convention all weekend long. They've got like fans, and there'll be plenty of fans, but there isn't like these massive crowds where like there's something about I'm only guessing because I've never had this, but where you have thousands of people waiting in line for you all day long and you're just trying to get through them so you're not screwing over those last people in the line kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just, it is what it is, but
it's not bad. It's not bad. I've realized why a lot of artists have to do that now.
Yeah.
Otherwise people will just constantly be pulling at them the whole time. Like cons will, if they don't have their shields up,
destroy
them. They'll never come back.
Turner in his heyday, like he was like there's a handful of guys. There's Jim Lee, there's probably Liefeld, there's probably Michael Turner, there's Silvestri. There's a handful of guys where when you go to a big show, like there's a line wrapped around the building for those guys to sign their stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember
Alex Ross probably's get that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I remember when Jim actually had to limit like how many things he would sign for people.
Well, and they would have to cut the lines
because people would bring in a stack of stuff like like 30 things. He's like, dude, there's like 300 people behind you.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll do 40s and that's it.
Yeah. Bringing a backpack full of comics.
Yeah, the thing is just one last thing about Michael Turner is like when I was talking to Dave Finch the last time I got the chance to sit down with him, I asked him what it was like working in that environment, at Top Cow at that time, because he was there during that time. He was like, those guys, he said, if you look at like every one of those guys, those guys that were there at the time, Turner, Finch, Platt, all those guys, their work, they would feed off of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, like, and it was Turner who got him to fall in love with doing backgrounds. And he's like now it's like he's like doing backgrounds like used to be tedious. Now it's like therapeutic for me.
Oh wow.
He's like, and that's another thing that these guys that just there's so the difference between that generation and now is those guys loved it so much that they would just feed off of each other. And they would build each other. They would make each other better. You don't see any of that shit today.
No. It's a bunch of foreign guys on drawing on computers that that they don't care. English is a second language.
The way the editors hire creators and especially artists has changed the competitive nature of the artists. Like everybody works off of incentive. Like nobody's just like killing themselves for free. And the way the editors hire artists now, there's no incentive for artists to like be competitive.
No reason to get on X-Men.
Yeah. There's zero reason to be on X-Men.
If you're drawing on the computer, there's no original art. Whether you work on Thor or some shitty Ms. Marvel, or if you work on X-Men and you live in another country, you're getting paid the same anyways. There's no royalties.
Yeah.
You're working on the computer. There's no artwork.
And the low page rate over there, page rate here is good money for them overseas. So they're cutting out every American artist because it's that the page rate they'll work for, an American artist can't work for.
Yeah,
and even you don't, so you don't care. There's no reason to work on make a super cool Wolverine. Why work on a super cool Wolverine? You have no artwork to sell, and there's no royalties.
It's not even. It's not just that. I couldn't believe this when I heard this because I actually talked to what's his name's Marcelo Abreu, who came out of the Ed Bennis school. You know, where all those there's like 50 guys that draw just like Ed Bennis now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here's the school.
Thing. Yeah, and it's Ed Bennis is a really, really good artist.
Yes,
like amazing. And those guys are really, really good. But they get these contracts with Marvel, and they're like, "Oh no, you don't have to put all that work into that. Just give us some basics."
Yeah.
So they just scrawl out a bunch of just
you got artists not even trying
basic stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, we could make it all look amazing, but they don't want us to."
Yeah.
No. Yeah, dude, I worked with Ed Bennis for quite a while.
And I hope they keep doing it because guess what? It's just still.
Yeah, but it's like we always think it's never one thing that causes the downfall of something.
Yeah,
it's always like death by 1,000 cuts.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what's happening. That is exactly what is happening.
And I think that's why a lot of them are looking at the industry like, "Oh, I don't see what's wrong with it." Well, it's because you're not looking. You're just seeing one cut.
Yeah.
You're not seeing all the other cuts that are that you can't see that are hidden underneath.
No, absolutely.
To answer Bob's question, there isn't an artist that I immediately go, I have to get that book. If they're working on it.
Yeah, not right now.
No, not anymore. Like if Jim Lee.
Well, I mean, like obviously in recent years has killed a lot of that, but like back in the day.
Back in the day it was Jim Lee, but Jim Lee doesn't even draw full issues anymore. I don't care if he draws a cover. But,
Jim is actually one of those guys that I actually honestly think he's kind of regressed a little bit.
Yeah, Jim has gotten to his old stuff was better phase of his career.
Yeah, like Superman Unchained, that wasn't
are really stiff.
Yeah, you know why Superman Unchained looked as good as it did is because of Scott Williams.
Great. Oh, Scott Williams.
Yeah,
if he's not with Scott Williams, I can't.
Because I've actually seen I saw Scott ink live a piece that Jim did about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
He gives it purpose.
What he did is Jim just scribbles some stuff in there because he knows that Scott knows what to put in there.
Knows how to render it. And
so then Scott goes in and he puts in all the fine rendering, and it's almost like Jim's gone back to the way things used to be back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
You know, where artists would with the pencil would just rough everything in, and then the inker would come in and they would finish everything.
Yeah.
Scott focuses it. It's like Jim's drawings are blurry, and then Scott comes in and his inking focuses it into the Jim Lee.
I still think Jim's an amazing artist, but
yes,
I just don't think he has that hunger anymore.
No, dude.
No.
I would love to not have that hunger.
Dude,
I would love to just be happy.
You gotta, dude. He has got to be rich as fuck.
The eye of the tiger is long since gone.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of. He's
making upper executive money, not just penciler.
He's like
money. There's a big difference between.
He's got lots of responsibilities.
Yeah, he's in control of all of it now.
And then just penciling a comic money.
He's operating officer.
He's in charge of all of it now. So he's got.
I'm not shedding any tears for what Jim Lee's going through. Jim's doing just fine.
So he's got.
Have you seen the family though? The family of 9, and they all dressed to the nines all the time.
Yeah. Well, and he's always going to Hollywood. He's going to these Hollywood friggin'.
Literally, this is Jim's into the movies. Jim wants to be, and so if
he's
Jim's
Hollywood
gonna draw, it's going to be movie related. It's going to be movie tied into. It sounds like James Gunn and Jim are simpatico.
Yeah.
James Gunn is a creative who appreciates other creatives, and he appreciates artists. I'm sure James Gunn and Jim Lee have a very good relationship. I could see Jim doing designs elements for the upcoming movies.
Oh,
I could see him doing maybe comic book tie-ins just to get kind of like the synergy going. I that's the only way I see Jim drawing a comic book anymore, is if it's got that movie tie-in, because Jim loves the movie energy. And he wants to be involved in that. And I think him and James Gunn are kind of eye to eye. Like they're two guys that in the meeting, I think they see things kind of similarly.
Well, him being in charge of everything, he's in on those things.
Yeah, they're having
designs.
meetings
Feel free
together
to use them
for sure.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
And
did you see what Jim worked on during COVID when everyone else was told to stop drawing?
Yeah, he was doing those
The AT&T giant banners for their lobby.
Yeah.
Like, we can't have Jim sitting around doing nothing. We'll pay him to do the big banners.
Well, he did a couple pieces for Black Adam that they use in their promotional stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever he draws stuff now, it's usually tied into one of the movies.
Yeah.
Well, you know why he did all the redesigns on all the Justice League and all those other characters, right?
Oh,
because he knew the toy deal was coming up.
Oh,
that DC Direct was going to release all those toys,
and whatever
costumes.
characters they're coming out with, whatever the new Superman's going to look like, I would imagine Jim Lee's going to have some part.
He'll
in
have
that
some say
design.
on that. I'm 100% with you. I think he's going to be doing like character designs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? If you're in that position, and I mean, if I want somebody redesigning Superman, like Jim Lee's is as good a choice as
Yeah.
any.
Oh yeah. When I worked on Suicide Squad 52, I was like, and I got my first royalty check from the trade paperback. I was like, oh wow, this is pretty cool. This is the biggest check I've ever gotten in comic books. And then when I heard that Suicide Squad was getting relaunched with Jim Lee, I'm like, and there goes my royalties.
Yeah.
No one's ever gonna buy Suicide Squad 52 again.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh damn you, Jim Lee.
You know how you prevent that? You do something like Superiors.
Yes, or Death Raider,
because you control
Mythicals.
all of that shit.
Mythicals.
Yep, the
Or
Mythicals, Death Raiders, Superiors. I want to thank everybody. We actually had probably our biggest chat that we've had, so it's great to see new people showing up. If you're watching this on the rewind, definitely hit the like and the subscribe. We're trying to build this channel up. I want to thank Comic Book Bob for showing up tonight. It's awesome, man, having you in here. And I want to thank Hojo for being here as our guest. Definitely check out the Mythicals on Fund My Comics. Awesome book. We scrolled through it earlier. It looks amazing. Great artwork, great concept.
Yep.
So check that out. As always, thanks to Rob for being my co-host here. Death Raider is in demand on Indiegogo. Check that comic book out. Rob is doing amazing work. Superiors will be in demand for a little bit longer, but I want to wrap that shit up. So if you want that book back it soon, because I want to be launching my new book in August. This is my plan. So I'm not going to be dicking around. I'm going to be moving on to the next thing. So,
dude, I'm going to have my Hercules book. I'm going to have that like a 6-month sign up. That's not what I realize I'm going to do. I'm going to put that sign up on Fund My Comic and just
get it up.
For months and months and months.
The sign up list is hugely important with campaigns. So definitely get it up as soon as you can. But I think we're going to wrap it up for the night for Sunday. Everybody's got to get up to work and do shit tomorrow. It's Monday morning.
Yeah.
But I want to thank everybody for showing up here tonight. Great time. Hail CG. Hail the chat. Check out Mythicals. Check out Death Raider. Check out the Superiors. Come check out me, Rob, and Bob on Wednesday nights on Pontificators on Art T-Bear's channel. And we'll close it out for the night. Thank you guys for being here, and have a great next week. Later, SDA. We're gonna highlight that one, and we'll close it out. Hand purple, blue piece. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it means good things. So, hail chat, hail CG. Have a great week, everybody.
Hail Satan.
Later.